Star Citizen. It holds a special place in my heart. I know that I haven't made any videos on the game before. Honestly, because I don't feel like I am informed enough as some of these guys out there in the game. I can't keep up with it like they can. But I do want to put my 2 cents in here, and hopefully I find the right audience, because 4.4 is probably going to be the end of the game for me for a long time. And again, I know that I'm not alone in this. There are so many solo players out there who are going to find themselves in the same situation as me, where we don't like to fly the one-man ships. And a 2 to 3 man might be manageable with engineering, but really without the AI systems such as AI crew or AI blades to manage this stuff to help you out, you are completely eliminating 90% of the ships in the game. I know that my hangar is going to become significantly smaller than I was able to play and enjoy before. And I'm talking people that are in thousands of dollars, right? We've spent thousands of dollars on these hangars to have the ships that we enjoy playing. And now with one patch, all of a sudden we're cut back to either spending hours potentially finding the crew that we need to manage our ships from other players, or having to pay people, or just finding a good group that wants to play. But for someone like me, I work 10 to 12 hours a day, and my job involves literally just talking to people all day. So when I come home in my leisure time, I'll pop on calm for like a second to say something. But I'm going to be honest, the last thing I want to do outside of 1 or 2 of my really good friends is hop in a call and try and manage systems, or try and spend what little time I do have to play the game trying to group up with people. And then a bug happens or someone makes a misstep and all of a sudden we're back to square one, right? It's really going to be tough for me to continue playing Star Citizen beyond 4.4. I think right now the only things that I'm really going to be able to manage are going to be my Gladius. I got the Shiv. I don't even think that's going to be manageable because of engineering. You got to get out of your pilot seat to do anything. And yes, your opponent's going to be like that as well. But I think that as any kind of multi-crew ship, if you run into a Gladius and you're trying to PvP, you're probably going to lose. Just simply because they don't have to interact with these systems in the same way that you do if you're in a Cutlass. The player base is going to lose so much depth as to what they can do. And there's going to be more opportunities for emergent gameplay. And that's awesome, right? So boarding could be really cool going forward. But again, this all comes back to if you can find a group. And again, speaking from personal experience here, I don't like to group up and find a group of people every single day. Sometimes I just want to log in and run some cargo or run some missions, and I don't like to be squishy. I don't like to be as squishy as can be. The AI is still kind of busted a lot of the times. I feel like they do more damage than they should, more often than not. But I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say, because I can't. To implement engineering without the AI systems behind it doesn't feel like the vision that they actually have for the game. It really is just so disappointing that this is their dream for the game. And I know they've been talking about engineering for ages, but I personally did not think that this would be implemented in the game in the way that it is without the systems to support a solo player. For whatever reason, we're just deciding that solo players are relegated to single-seater ships, or inefficient 2 to 3-seaters, or completely unplayable big ships, right? Think of how many people fly like a C2. If you start taking hits in a C2 and you got to go try and find where you fire, or if you got to go find what's going on with the ship, it's going to be impossible solo. You're going to be a sitting duck. And I really don't even like to hear people's reasoning for why that's a bad thing, because of course you don't want to see this solo Idrises, right? Of course you don't want to see this stuff, but at the same time we got to make it manageable for solo players, because not everybody has the wherewithal to party. And I'm thinking like Sea of Thieves, right? Because that's honestly what the engineering system's reminding me of right now. is Sea of Thieves when I look at it. And Sea of Thieves was like, what, 4 people was your max crew? You could team up with another boat if you wanted to for like 8. But even that was a struggle to manage and got really taxing whenever you are playing with random people that often. Or if you're finding a good group of guys, getting everyone online at the same time is a challenge. And I know that there's a lot of people that don't have these issues. And I'm so happy for you that you're a social butterfly. You got all your friends and you got all the time in the world to hang out with and form up these groups. But to completely lock players out of gameplay feels really bad, especially whenever, thousands of dollars over 10, 12 years to upgrade our hangar. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm really just disappointed more than anything. Star Citizen is one of my absolute favorite games. It has been my absolute favorite game. I was excited for Star Citizen when I first heard it. The vision behind it was unlike anything else that I had ever heard of. And I was just so excited as a kid, man, because I was probably 16, 17 when I first heard about Star Citizen. So to be at this point and now feeling like I'm unable to play the game that I've been playing for the last 10 years, it hurts, man. And I know I am not alone out there. And the only way that we can change this is with our voice. And again, I hope I find the right audience because this is off the cuff for me. This is not normal to my channel. We're not huge, but I just want to put my 2 cents out there because this has been a big time investment for me, big financial investment for me over the years. And I have a lot of hopes for the game and the vision for it. And I know it'll all come together once the AI is in the game. But even if I have to take a 2 or 3 year seat out until AI comes into the game, and maybe that's being pessimistic that it's going to take that long, but this is Star Citizen after all. So I don't know, guys. What are your thoughts? I know everyone's been talking about this, but I don't see big creators coming out and talking as a solo player. There's a couple guys out there that are solo players, but at the end of the day, they can still find a big group on a whim if they wanted to, right? So it's not a real issue for them. For a lot of us, it's going to lock us out of gameplay. It's going to force us into smaller ships, maybe forcing to melt ships to get things that are actually going to be playable for you. And I don't know, man. This isn't what I signed up for all these years ago. And it's really just engineering. Everything else is manageable, but engineering is the one. So what do you think, guys? Am I alone in this thought process? Do you guys think CIG is going to get on AI, the systems, to help us out? Or are we just going to be sitting on the bench or trying to find groups until AI does come out to help us with these systems? I don't know, guys, but I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you voice your opinion one way or the other, whether you agree or disagree. And we let CIG know what the community really wants, because I think that this is going to be fun in the long term. I think it's going to be really cool in the short term. People are going to be really excited. You're fighting fires. But as time goes on, when you're just trying to go point A to point B and something happens, now you're stuck wasting more time in a game that already takes so much of your time just to do anything. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.